Here we are, together again in this arena of the absurd, this stronghold of the strange. In this instance, I will pull for you a page from a journal penned more than 6 decades past. The journal of a scientist who has, by all our reasoning, a most unscientific experience. The story is called The Living Fossil, and being in a state of prehistoric panic is quite normal for the Nightfall radio show. The Journal of Dr. Matthew Kane, Professor of Biological Sciences, Howard University, 10th of June, 1950, Borneo. A truly remarkable event marked the day. Firstly, our 3-day trek had concluded as we reached a desired research area near the banks of the Capuus River. The region was alive, literally, with a rich spectrum of flora and fauna that rivaled any in the world. Nearly 15,000 species of flowering plants alone, 3,000 species of trees, and hundreds of species of resident mammals and birds. We were in the process, my assistants and I, of cataloging, recording, and photographing, and even taking a few botanical samples when our ears captured the sound of movement, perhaps 30 yards distant and closer to the riverbank. From our vantage point, we could see tall stalks of grass and reeds being thrashed and shaken by something obscured by the greenery. But it was clearly something large. And then we heard more. The growl and eventual roar of an animal. My initial thought was that it could be a clouded leopard. But as the volume and ferocity escalated, I abandoned that theory. And then the thing itself cleared the thicket. The creature that we beheld was impossible. And by that I mean that it was there. We saw it. We heard it. But it could not be there. Though outside of my field, I had read and developed some familiarity with paleontology. And it was that familiarity that told me that this beast was a dimetrodon, a fierce predator that by all rights should have vanished from the world some 40 million years before the dinosaurs. Being naturalists, we understood the dilemma. The reptile would catch our scent immediately, if it had not already. Then we each, I mean the 3 of us, almost simultaneously sought the wooden handles of the revolvers on our belts. And at that moment, this beast out of Earth's primordial past, this living fossil, being at least 15 feet in length, turned its head, looking directly at us. One of my assistants, a man named Thomas, fired a shot, perhaps 2, in the direction of the animal, and I have no idea whether or not the creature was struck, for in those brief moments our gear was gathered and we ran. We ran as though time, space, sky, and earth were nothing. When we reached the Galamba Road in our Jeep, we flung everything in and made off at a fearsome pace. And I am sorry to report that our shock at seeing such a thing diminished our presence of mind, and so there is no photograph to corroborate this account. That in essence is the story. It is now 1963. We each agreed back then to never make a, official report of what happened that day. All that remains is a page and a half in my journal, and the indelible memory of an encounter with a creature lost in time.